Hi, my name's Stephanie. I'll be guiding you through a 50-minute Vinyasa practice. Today we'll be focusing on heart opening and energy flow. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. So today we'll get started in an easy seat. You can cross your shins in front of you, close your eyes. Allow your hands to rest down on your thighs, your palms face up. Usually we sit with our palms face up to receive, to let in. Receive the power to let go. Feel that power come through your palms and land at your heart, the center of your being. Letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. If in our heart we cling to things, we cannot be free. So as you breathe, as you settle in, allow the exhales to take whatever it is you want to be taken away. Every exhale, you're releasing, creating space for new, creating freedom in the body. As you breathe, feel your belly pull back and up, engaging through your abdominal lock. We'll start to find a 3-part breath. So on your inhale, feel your belly expand, your low rib cage fill, your high rib cage and chest fill. On the exhale, let it go. Another one like that, full breath in from the bottom to the middle of the body, to the top of the torso, the chest. Open mouth, exhale, release. And at any point, you can come back to this breath, this deep in and out. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. Bend your elbows to 90. Pull your heart forward and up. Press your forearms back. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, cactus back bend. Think of arching up and over a beach ball. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus back bend one last time. Feel your rib cage pull forward and up. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Exhale, cactus back bend, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, drop your hands to your mat. Swing your right shin in front of you, your left shin behind you. Soften your left hip down. We're going to find some internal rotation of your left hip. So start to roll your left hip forward and up, and then settle it back down on your mat, connecting this with your breath in your own time. Plant your left palm down. Inhale, reach your right arm up and over to the left. Feel that side body stretch, space between your rib cage on the right hand side. Keep pressing your left hip down. Inhale. Exhale, plant your right palm behind you. Reach your left hand up and back, finding a slight back bend. Lift your torso up and out of your hips. Pull your belly to your spine. Protect your low back. Inhale, rise. You can draw your hands to your heart. We're just going to switch sides. Maybe you use your hands here. Your left shin is in front, your right shin is behind you, facing the back of your mat. Just start to find those rotations, forward and back, rocking side to side through your hips. Connecting your breath to this movement, we'll find stillness. Right hip softens down, plant your right hand. Inhale, side body stretch, reach your left hand up and over to the right. Keep pressing both hips down, feel the stretch through the left side of your torso opening up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, plant your left hand behind you, reach your right arm up and back. Find a slight back bend. Reach your heart forward and up. Feel your shoulder blades press forward. Slowly bring your hands back to your heart. We'll switch back to the top of your mat. We'll slowly step back to a high plank. Pull your belly up towards your spine. Then lower all the way down to your belly as slow as you can. Untuck your toes, plant your forearms. Inhale, Sphinx pose. Press your forearms down, lift your chest. Press your forearms down and back as you pull your heart forward and up. Just start to find some organic movement here through your neck. So maybe softening your right ear to your right shoulder and then rolling it up and around. Easing some of that tension in your neck and your chest, all while still pressing the forearms down and forward. This should feel good. Slowly come back through center. Place your palms under your shoulders. And walk your fingertips out. We'll find some rolling cobras. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, lift, press your fingertips down. Exhale, lower. Breath to movement. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Toenails press down into your mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, dig your toes, firm your quads up. Your belly is the first thing to lift. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Walk your feet hips width distance. Press all 10 of your fingers down and forward into your mat to feel length through your spine, specifically your low back. Lift your hips towards the sky, tuck your chin towards your belly. And you're either in stillness, maybe bending knees side to side, whatever feels good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Take small steps to the top of your mat. Grab for opposite elbows overhead. Bend your knees if you feel tension in your low back. This should feel good. Play with tipping your weight forward into the ball mounds of your toes. And release your hands to your mat. As slow as you can, start to roll up one vertebra at a time. Your chin is the last to rise. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Reach your arms up overhead and breathe. Drop your tailbone down and forward to lengthen through the low back. Take a full breath in. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Take a moment, feel your body present in this space, and whatever is not serving you, let that go. Set your intention. Let's move. Inhale. Exhale, chest expansion, grip, interlace your fingertips behind your low back. This is intense. You can grab for opposite elbows. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, roll down to forward fold. Keep that bind if it feels okay in your shoulders. And on the inhale, roll up, find a back bend. Exhale, release. Flowing through this breath to movement. Keep your weight forward in the ball mounds of your toes. Feel every vertebra of the spine. We'll meet in a forward fold. keep the bind. Press your fists up and behind you. And slowly roll it up one last time. Find that back bend. And slowly release the bind. We'll find standing camel. So maybe you grab for your hamstrings. Maybe your hands are on your low back. Lift your heart forward and up. Let your head fall back. Then release into a forward fold. Take a few moments, finding any movement that lets you release through the low back. And heel toe your toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, find a long flat back. Exhale, low lunge. Left leg steps back, drop your knee to your mat. Inhale, crescent B. Reach your arms up overhead. This is active. Press your right foot down and back to square your hips. Lift your torso up out of your hips. Take a full breath in. Exhale, back bend. Lift up and out of your hips. Pull your belly to your spine to protect your low back. Pull your left hip forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, plant your palms. Lift your back knee, low lunge. Inhale, cross-legged down dog. Cross your right leg over your left. Exhale, slowly release your knees to your mat. So your legs are still crossed. Just find some cat-cows here. Squeeze your inner thighs in to activate through your legs. Take these as slow or as fast as you need. And even if we start to move on, you can always stay in a pose or a position that feels good. Slowly start to sit your hips back between your heels. Soften both hips down. Gomukhasana legs. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, interlace your fingers. Exhale, press your palms forward, dome your shoulder blades back, tuck your chin to your chest. Good, constricting that space between your chin and your chest. Inhale, rise. Exhale, plant your palms, forward fold towards the back of your mat. Return to the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right leg steps back, low lunge. Drop your knee to your mat, reach your arms up overhead and breathe. Option to place your palms on your left thigh. Pull your left hip back. Inhale. Exhale, back bend. Lift up and out of your hips. Pull your right hip forward and up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Dig your back toes. Lift your back knee. Inhale, cross-legged down dog. Press your heels down into your mat. Exhale, slowly release your knees. Your legs are still crossed. Start to find some cat-cows here. Maybe just taking one round, holding and breathing through those sticky areas. When we hold and breathe, that's when we can really let stuff go. Start to sit back, Gomukhasana legs. Soften your left hip down. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, press your palms forward. Dome through your upper back. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, rise. Both arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, forward fold to the top of your mat. Untwist your legs. Lift your hips up. Lengthen your hamstrings back and up to extend through your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank and pause. I won't be cueing chaturangas today, but if you want to take them, go ahead. We'll just press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, open your hip, flex your heel to your glute. And today, think of rolling your chest open towards the right side of your mat. Kick the sole of your right foot behind you. Inhale, square your hips. Exhale, knee to nose, low lunge. Step your right foot through your hands. Knee stacks your ankle. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up overhead and breathe. Option for a bend through your back knee to protect your low back. Take a full breath in. Exhale, cactus back bend. Draw your elbows to 90. Lift your heart forward and up, same as we've been doing. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, exalted warrior. Keep your left arm lifted. Reach your right hand towards your left hamstring. Your hips stay square as your right shoulder opens behind you. Find that back bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, plant your left palm. Reach your right arm up overhead. Low lunge twist. Slowly release both hands to your mat. Drop your left knee to your mat. Inhale, modified side plank. Kick your right foot back. Option to flex your heel to your glutes. Find that variation, opening through the hip flexor. Pull your belly to your spine. Keep your core engaged. Slowly release. Full breath in. Exhale, plant your palm, dig your right toes. Start to shift forward and back. Engage your core up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, open your hip, heel to glute. And just like on the other side, open your chest. Let your left shoulder open behind you. Inhale, three-legged dog. Square your hips. Exhale, knee to nose, low lunge. Big step through. Inhale, crescent. Reach your arms forward and up and breathe. Roll your left inner thigh up and open to the left. Good, full breath in. Exhale, cactus back bend. Keep pulling your left hip back, your right hip forward in opposition. Inhale, rise. Exhale, exalted warrior. Your right hand stays lifted. Reach your left arm behind you for your right hamstring. Keep your hips square. Lift your chest up towards the sky. Full breath in. Exhale, low lunge twist. Plant your right hand. Lift your left arm overhead. Full inhale. Exhale, plant both palms. Drop your back knee to your mat. Inhale, modified side plank. Kick your left foot back. As a modification, you can drop your back foot to your mat. Maybe you find the bind. This is a back bend, but keep your core engaged. Press your foot into your hand. Inhale, release. Exhale, plant your left palm and your left toes down on your mat. Start to rock backwards and forwards. Pull your hip points up to your low ribs. Keep your core engaged. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, open your hip. We'll flow breath to movement with a few changes. Option to release your left forearm down to your mat here for a little extra opening through your hip. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, low lunge. Big step through. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, back bend. Cactus your arms. Maybe you straighten through the back leg. Inhale, rise. Exhale, exalted warrior. Keep your right knee bent over your right ankle. Inhale through neutral. Exhale, plant your palm. Inhale, low lunge twist. Exhale, side plank. Option for the full variation here, option for the modification. You can also grab for your right heel and kick your right foot back. Keep your left oblique squeezing up. Good. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, low lunge. Big step forward, right foot at the top of your mat. Spiral your back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1, reach your arms up overhead and breathe. This can be a shorter stance if you feel tension in your low back. Option to hinge your heart forward a little bit to alleviate some of that tension as well. Take a full breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Maybe you widen your stance here. Seal the outer edge of your back foot down. And roll your right inner thigh up and over to the right. Your back hip can turn forward. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Take a full breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Windmill your hands to your mat. Step your right foot back. We're in a high plank. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, open your hip, heel to glute. You can stay here or soften your right forearm down. Inhale, three-legged dog, square your hips. Exhale, knee to nose, low lunge. Inhale, crescent, reach your arms forward and up. Exhale, back bend. Cactus your arms, let it go. This is a deep breath out. Inhale, rise. Exhale, exalted warrior. Inhale through neutral. Exhale, plant your right palm. Your inhale, find that low lunge twist. And start to step your left foot back, side plank. Option to drop your bottom knee to your mat. Option to find the variation. Maybe you grab your left ankle. Press your right oblique up, micro bend through your supporting elbow. We'll meet in side plank. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, knee to elbow, low lunge. Set yourself up, spiral your back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Reach your arms up overhead and breathe. I like to bring my hands to my hips to find a manual adjustment. Pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. Take a full breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Widen your stance. Your left toes point all the way forward. Notice if your right or left hip is higher than the other. Maybe you soften your back hip down. Seal the outer edge of your back foot down. Take a full breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Windmill your hands to your mat. Step your left foot back. Option to take your chaturanga. Option to press back to downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Letting go what you just did. Creating space for new. We'll take that one more time, breath to movement. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, open your hip. Feeling the difference this time around. Inhale, square your hips. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent, rise without momentum. Exhale, back bend. Inhale. Exhale, exalted. Inhale, rise. Exhale, low lunge twist. Reach your right arm to the sky. Inhale, side plank and breathe. We'll hold here for a breath. If you want to take that variation, you can go ahead and do so. Wherever you are, you're breathing. Full breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Spiral your back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Take that full exhale to arrive. Take a full breath in. Exhale, low lunge, high plank. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, open your hip. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge, big step through. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, back bend, your deepest one yet. With integrity, inhale, rise. Exhale, exalted. Inhale, exhale, low lunge twist. Reach your left arm up. Inhale, side plank. Step your left foot back. We'll hold and breathe. Take whatever you need here. Maybe that's dropping your bottom knee to your mat. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot forward. Spiral your back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Take a full breath in. Exhale, low lunge, windmill your hands down, and we'll meet in child's pose. Drop your knees to your mat. Let your belly fall between your thighs. Your forehead surrenders down on your mat. Feel your tailbone pull back towards your heels. After all that movement, just start to notice what is coming up. What all this heart opening, hip opening is releasing through the body. And it is what we do with the thoughts that make the difference. So letting go what you need to let go of. As you really tune in, option to take a reverse prayer grip. So bring your palms together, bend at your elbows, rest your thumbs on your upper back. Notice where you're still feeling tight. Just ask yourself, is this tightness coming from just the muscles being tight, or are you holding something there? Are you holding an emotion there? Something that wants to be set free. You can release that prayer grip. Maybe you tent to your fingertips and use that pressure to draw your tailbone back. And when you're ready, we'll start to make our way forward into a tabletop. Take anything you need. Find a neutral tabletop. Inhale, extend your right leg back, your left arm to the side. Exhale, flex your right heel to your glute. Maybe you find the bind, grab for the pinky toe side of your foot with your hand. Roll your outer right hip down. Micro bend through your supporting elbow. Take a full breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Dig your left toes. Inhale, lift your left knee up off of your mat and breathe. Pull your belly up and in. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot through your hands. Spiral your back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. We've been here before. Can you bend your front knee a little bit farther forward? Maybe you take that variation, softening the chest forward to protect the low back. Inhale, chest expansion grip, Baddha Hasta. Exhale, humble warrior. Allow your heart to fall to the inside of your right thigh. And if this bind overhead is not serving you, go ahead and release your fingers down towards your mat. Pull your right hip back, squeeze your right inner thigh in towards the right side of your body. And as slow as you can, inhale, start to roll up back to warrior one, just feeling the balance. Maybe your eyes are closed. Exhale, slowly lower back into humble warrior. And release the bind. Keep your legs as they are. Start to crawl your fingertips over to the left side of your mat. Pull your right hip back. You should feel a nice stretch as you seal the outer edge of your left foot down. Slowly start to shift your weight forward into your right leg. Keep your right hand planted. Inhale, balancing half moon. Lift your left heel up off of your mat. Option to stay right here. Option to find that same bind. So maybe you bend your left knee, grab for your left ankle, pull your belly to your spine, kick your heel behind you. When you're ready, we'll meet back in balancing half moon. Take a full breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Start to bend through your front knee. Take a moment to land in stillness. Inhale, straighten both legs. Reach both arms up overhead. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Allow the back of your neck to release down towards your mat. And allow both legs to take equal weight. We did a lot on the right leg, on the right hip. Maybe you crawl your palms forward, find a wide-legged down dog. This is time for you. Releasing through the low back. Slowly start to bring your hands back under your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge to the top of your mat. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, wild thing. Step your right foot flat on your mat. Seal your left foot flat. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, arc your low back up and over. Take a full breath in. Exhale, high plank. Release your knees to your mat. Take some cat-cows. Neutralize through your spine. We'll find the other side. Inhale, extend your left toes back. Reach your right arm to the side. Exhale, find that bind in bird dog. Soften your left hip down. Open your right shoulder behind you. This is a nice back bend. Full breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Left leg extends. Dig your right toes. Lift your right knee. Take a full breath in. Exhale, down dog split. Lift your left leg high and then step your left foot through. Spiral your right foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Square your hips. Lift your right quad up to avoid locking through the back leg. Inhale, find your bind, lift your heart. Exhale, humble warrior. Release your heart towards the inside of your left thigh. And again, if this bind is not serving you, you can release. You can also grab for opposite elbows behind your low back. Pull your left hip back. Press the ball mounds of both feet down into your mat. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, slowly lower all the way back down. Feeling the balance. Then release this bind. Crawl your fingertips over to the right. Pull your left hip back. Keep your right foot flat on your mat. Start to shift your weight into your left leg. Keep your left hand down. Inhale, balancing half moon. Lift your right heel up off of your mat. You can find that bind. If you're in just regular balancing half moon, you should be able to see your right toes in your periphery. So that might mean sending your toes forward a little bit. Squeeze your right outer glute up. We'll meet in balancing half moon. Take a full breath in. Exhale, warrior two, soft landing. Inhale, straighten both legs, parallel your hips. Exhale, slowly lower, wide-legged folds. And maybe this time you take stillness. Close your eyes. Just becoming aware of the thoughts. See what is blocking you from releasing stress, releasing tension, releasing old habits, whatever it is. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Keep your right hand planted. Inhale, side plank. Step your left foot back. Exhale, wild thing. Plant your left foot on your mat. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your hips. Take a full breath in. Exhale, high plank. Back through center. And slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Let your right ear soften to your mat. Feel your breath, the rise and fall of your chest, of your belly against the earth. Viscerally feeling that connection. Slowly bring your chin back to center. Plant your palms under your shoulders. Keep your toenails pressing down. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift your heart. Place a slight tuck in your chin to keep a long neck. Full breath in. Exhale, slowly lower. Bend both knees. Flex your heels to your glutes. Grab for the pinky toe sides of your feet. You can stay right here or find floor bow. Kick your feet into your hands. Roll your shoulders up and back. Keep energy in towards each other through your inner thighs. And slowly release. You can keep a hold of your feet. Maybe you let that grip go and start to windshield wiper your feet from side to side. Decompressing through the low back. With all these back bends, we want to really make sure that the low back is safe, the core is engaged. Slowly bring your chin back to center, press up to your hands and knees, and we'll prep for camel pose, Ustrasana. So place your palms on your low back, fingertips face down, and with your hands, press your tailbone down and forward. Find a neutral spine. Inhale, camel pose. Lift your heart forward and up. This first time through, maybe you let your head fall back. Feeling that vulnerability, opening your heart, your chest, your neck. Slowly rise. Drop your tailbone down once more. Full breath in. Exhale, camel, second set. This time around, maybe you grab for your shins. Keep your eyes open. Press your hips forward. It's okay if they're not exactly over your knees. Inhale, slowly rise with integrity. Exhale, release your tailbone towards your heels. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Feel that energy. The body releasing tension, the body letting go, subconsciously letting go. What can you learn from that? Start to make our way into rabbit pose. Bring your inner thighs together, grab for your heels, tuck your chin to your chest, lower your forehead down towards your knees. Then start to shift your weight forward. Keep the pressure out of your head by pulling on your heels. Counter stretch to camel. Aiding in metabolism, stretching through the spine, and then slowly roll up. Start to make your way into tabletop. Inhale, extend your right leg back. Exhale, cross your right knee behind your left. Sink your hips down towards your mat. We're in Gomukhasana once more. You can stay lifted. If it feels okay in your body, start to crawl your fingertips forward. Maybe tucking your chin to your chest. Keep both hips soft down onto your mat. As you deepen the breath from the belly to the back body, feel the stress, the tension, anything unwanted oozing from the body, creating space. Feeling the subtle shifts, the shifts we can feel once the mind starts to quiet, starts to feel freedom. As slow as you can, start to come back to your shins. We'll take one more round of camel pose. Press your tailbone down and forward. Option to grab for your ankles, your shins. And slowly start to rise. Just taking note of the difference this time around compared to the first time. Set your hips back on your heels, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Feeling the heart rate rise. We'll find rabbit pose one more time, the counter stretch. Grab for your heels. Keep your inner thighs squeezing in. Tuck your chin to your chest, roll your chin down your body until the top of your head reaches your mat. The goal is to get your forehead in towards your knees. Keep pulling on your heels, opening through the upper back, the spine, the low back, and slowly start to roll up. We'll meet in tabletop. Inhale, extend your left leg back. Exhale, cross your left knee behind your right. Take a seat between your heels. Soften both hips down. You can stay right here with the body lifted, but if you want more, start to crawl your hands forward. Maybe you tuck your chin to your chest. As you start to deepen the breath, as you start to loosen up the body even more, maybe you notice that you've created more space for more depth. So just notice, can you walk your fingertips forward? Maybe you feel your tailbone grounded a little bit deeper, these subtle changes. Teaching us not so subtle lessons. We can learn a lot from the body. We just have to listen. We just have to create the space. Slowly start to release. Come into tabletop. Just pedal your feet down on your mat, hitting your toes against your space. Maybe take a cat-cow if it feels good. And just shift yourself to the top edge of your mat. Reach your arms forward, slowly lower down all the way to your back. When you arrive, find a long body stretch. Reach your arms up overhead. Let your toes point in the opposite direction. Take a full breath in. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Full breath in. Audible exhale out. Start to bend your knees, plant the soles of your feet flat on your mat, press your palms by your side. We'll take one round of back bend. Inhale, bridge pose, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Your knees are hips width distance, but your inner thighs energetically squeeze in. Maybe you find the bind under your low back by walking your shoulders underneath you. Allow space between your chin and your chest. Take a full breath in. Exhale, slowly lower, rolling through each and every vertebra. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Let your knees fall open wide. Just let your hands fall wherever they fall. Take a full breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Just close your left knee over your right. You can keep your bottom knee bent. Maybe you straighten it, whatever variation feels good in your body. Focus on softening your left armpit down. Maybe you gaze towards your left fingertips. Inhale back through center. Exhale, slowly release towards the other side. Right thigh closes on top of your left. Soften your right shoulder down. Gaze towards your right fingertips if that feels okay in your neck. Maybe your right ear makes it all the way to your mat. Breathing through the belly, through the back body, through the whole torso. Slowly start to draw it back through center. Hug both thighs into your chest. We'll find legs up the wall pose. Final expression, extend the soles of your feet up towards the sky. And with all of that heart opening, all of that energy that has been released, legs up the wall pose allows for a fresh flow of blood and energy to the heart space, to the vital organs. You can always find a supported legs up the wall pose by grabbing for your hamstrings. And slowly start to release. You can hug your thighs tight into your chest and start to make your way into your final rest, Shavasana. If you feel tension in your neck, in your hips, and your ankles, move that area side to side, releasing that tension. Letting go gives us freedom. And freedom is the only condition for happiness. Fully land into this freedom that you have created through letting go. Slowly start to draw your awareness back to your space. Reach your arms up overhead. And roll to your right or left side. Slowly start to make your way up to an easy seat. Cross your shins, draw your hands to your heart. Just notice your intention and how you will continue to honor it. Take a full breath in, draw your thumbs to your third eye. Exhale, we bow forward together in the deepest gratitude. Namaste.